Hello everyone and welcome back to Boater Plays Something. We are playing The Outer Worlds, previously broadcast on The Citadel over at Insane Games TV. If you're interested in that channel, you can check it out in the description below, but in the meantime, let's play something.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Citadel. I hope everyone is doing well today. We are going to be playing The Outer Worlds. It's been about a month since we did this, but I know that we left off at a really crucial point where we had to make an important decision. So let's get back into the game and see where we're going. What's happening is that the mayor of the town, a dirty, dirty capitalist, is running the town into the ground, not giving anyone medicine because they're not healthy enough for medicine, so they die because they needed medicine but weren't getting medicine. And they're somewhat happy under him because they know nothing except this hyper-capitalist way of life. There is another faction that is run by someone who is very, we're going to fertilize the ground with the dead bodies of people, but it's which is definitely not something I remembered from my first playthrough. But we're gonna fertilize the ground as necessary here, um, and people are coming here to get away from the mayor. We have ourselves a nice little settlement out here, and unfortunately, I need something for my ship, and I can only get that by diverting power to one place or the other. Now, normally I would give it to Miss Anti-Capitalist without a doubt. However, there are a lot of people in town who also, like, it's not necessarily their fault. That is their way of life. What I wish I could do would be to get rid of the mayor and have the woman move back to the town as the mayor and run it as she sees fit. Unfortunately, last time that I played, I decided I'd just go and kill the mayor outright, and while the game is pretty free and open with a lot of the ways that it can do things, that is not a choice that's available to me. So, we are at the power station now. Did I die before? No, I killed everything around here, but I didn't actually head in. So I guess we're gonna do that now. Everything around here I've already checked. I've checked all the corpses from the sentries. I've checked all the boxes. So we're gonna have to adventure through here for a little bit. Is there any ammo here for me to buy? I think I bought it all. Oh, nope. Here we go. Light, heavy, and energy cell. So, heavy. I need all that. Because the weapon that I'm using uses heavy ammo. Right? Yes, uses heavy. That uses light, that uses energy. They're basically fine as far as repair goes. Okay, so toss that into my junk category. How am I doing on weight? 70 out of 160, still doing well. So let's head in then. Oh, gotta hold it. Let's see how well I do here, because it's been a month since I played. Trying to keep it to just 2 games on the rotation here on the Citadel, so this doesn't happen too much, but not playing for 2 weeks at all does kind of hurt that. And then, of course, last week we played Prince of Persia, which was a little easier to just jump into. Fortunately, here I did know what I was getting up to. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, they're all just coming out like boom, 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 so no worries. There's a terminal there. Buy more ammo while we're in here. Oh, can I sell? Can I sell my junk? Yes, I can. I do have a high enough hacking to be able to sell stuff. Good. See if there's anything here. Impact hammer, we'll sell one of those. There's stuff we've got duplicates of lying around. A regular old assault rifle. I think that's what I'm using, but I'm using one that's like a higher level. It's Spacer's choice. Oh, no, like straight up. We did this all this stuff in here already. Yeah, we did all this. Why did we leave? Why did I load the game outside? Okay. We're heading up then. Oh, because I was like, let me try something. And that's when I went to go kill Mr. Dobson or whatever. Master Control Terminal. Redirect power. Warning, safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Warning, redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Are you sure you want to continue? Sure. Master Control Terminal. Emerald Vale Geothermal Plant operating at 22% efficiency. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater. Botanical Laboratory. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Please select a destination. And in the absence of having heard from anyone last session, as well as nobody being in chat yet this session, I am going to pick the Botanical Laboratory. May God have mercy on our souls. Power successfully redirected to Botanical Laboratory. Edgewater Power Regulator is now safe to remove. Botanical Laboratory Power Regulator is now operating at optimal capacity. Warning, additional structural damage detected. Warning, permanent power failure detected in Edgewater. Notice, blatant disregard for Spacer's Choice property has been logged. Please report yourself to your designated supervisor for an immediate reprimand. Thank you for serving the Spacer's Choice family. Okay. We're gonna head to the Botanical Laboratory first. Botanical Laboratory first. Can I get out this way? Yes. Deserters are now revering. Ooh. I should have physically saved, manually saved right there. Oh well, it's fine. Tactical time dilation. Right, that's something I'll have to remember with muscle memory again. Crouching is useful. Alright. Oh, is there an off switch back here? Alright, we'll go around. It's fine, there's an opening. Oh! Excuse me. Emerald Vale Geothermal Plant, a Spacer's Choice property. Power plant security terminal. Please select a command. Disarm security fences. Security fences disarmed. View recent logs. Accessing. Error. Security logs inaccessible. In keeping with Spacer's Choice company policy, all security logs have been terminated in the event of a major emergency, catastrophic event, or security breach. Attention! Scheduled security updates at the Spacer's Choice facility are critically overdue. Your last scheduled security update occurred on error date not found. If you are a member of the Spacer's Choice security detail assigned to this location, please turn in your identification for immediate reprimand. Failure to do so may result in an immediate reprimand. Oh, Jesus. Scare the crap out of me, why don't you? Alright. So, Reed Thompson is where we are going to go get our, he's got our regulator that we want. But we're going to head back to the botanical lab first. Now that we've stocked up on ammo a bit for this gun, because we were definitely running low for a while. Here and then a left, and that'll lead us to the lab. Yeah, right past the billboard. That's opened. Ah. I want her to thank me. I want it to be worth it. Howdy.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah, yep, yo, I totally remember that. No, I do now that she mentions it. It wasn't what was important to me, but... Okay. Body mulcher. I got you the power. Where'd you go? Are you over at Edgewater now? Where is she? Where's anybody? Is she on the other side of the wall? Did the game not load stuff correctly? Hold up. She's supposed to be there. Okay. Stefan looks good here.
Something I can help you with?
Nope. Where did she go? Deserter, deserter. Alright, we're gonna save here. Oh no, there she is, there she is. Okay. Adelaide. Adelaide McDevitt.
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence.
So, like, what happens now?
Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect.
Because we're playing
Workers out there
Stacy.
with nowhere else to go.
So, I don't know that I made the right decision. 'Cause I'm confused. Normally there's just a right and a wrong, but she pointed out that the other way would have also been right, and I don't know if we got anything to say about that.
The town was enslaved to its cannery. You set them free. The ones who survived the shock of their own liberation will thank you someday. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
Like, between your camp and Reed's cannery, yours just seems much nicer. He doesn't seem like a good manager, and I've had a lot of bad managers in my time, and I've dealt with some pretty shitty coaches, and he just is, like, almost as bad as the worst one I had, and I don't want to support that.
You're not quite like anyone else I've met.
I forgot for a moment that our
An energy
background
consciousness
was
program
in,
by
like,
the
sports
board.
mascot and not, like,
You're
retail
welcome
cashier.
among us if you're ever so inclined.
Yeah, I got a spaceship and I'm leaving this hellhole. Bye! Ba, 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 ba. Oh, now that we did that, is Zoe's model showing now? Nope. Okay. Have fun with your invisible girlfriend. Chicken!
Okay, go
Ah, no! I want to talk! Apparently you can't talk when crouched. That is an interesting development. While we are on the way back to the town, folks, I will again point out that we have some pretty sweet merch. If you check it out down below, I'm wearing the wonderful Citadel t-shirt. You can get this for yourself over at Stream Elements. I expect that they'll be posting that link in chat, but also it is down below in the About section, so be sure to check that out. You can also support me directly, the Boaterbug link tree. Just the link tree .com/boaterbug, I think, is the URL for that. So there's plenty of ways to support the program and the Insane Games TV and me personally, and I'd appreciate you checking those out. We are still not even close to the town. Oh shit! Jesus! Oh god, she just went in on that.
Got 'em all.
Did we? I feel like there was one on the balcony that we didn't get. I'll go up and check it. But we've definitely been through here before. They just set up camp afterwards. Sneaky sons of guns. Alright, Oh, but we never went in here. Grab all this stuff. Ooh. Some armor kits. Nice. Doesn't help us for wherever the one was that we were sure was up here, but I guess wasn't. I totally shot at someone. Maybe they were on top of the roof. Unless they were... Oh, well, anyway. Down we go. Oh! And there's another. Yay! It's actually really handy that we got some skill points before heading into town, because, spoiler alert, there's going to be some fighting. Let's do that. Alright, 10 points available. We're not putting things into dialogue options. Stealth is good. Tech is good. Those are kind of where our strengths are. Ranged is alright as well. Let me put 5 into there so I have long guns at 40 now. Our tech is there. Let's throw 3 into stealth so that... Well, actually 2 into stealth so that our sneak is up where we can pickpocket, which we're never going to use. And throw some into leadership to start helping them out. That's all of our points, right? Alright, apply those points. We did not get a perk this time. I was worried that was a mine or something. Let's see if we can talk to the vicar before we hit up Thompson. See if we can get him to join us. But this could go poorly. Let's see how it goes. We have decent stealth, so rather than running through the town where people might shoot at us, we might try to duck around and make sure that we... Okay. Let's hide around back here. Pull up the map and get our bearings. There's the cannery. Come on. It's not like I gotta wait. I feel like I'm waiting for signal. I have no idea why. Okay. That's the store. That's the cantina. That's where her thing is. Here's the cannery. I think that that is the vicar's. I think that's the church. So we're gonna exit the town and go around. Just so that we're coming in on that side. That's the side towards the docks, the loading docks. Where the guy who was recruiting us against the vile and nefarious Art Mechanicals, or whatever his accent was hiring us. We're going to be careful as we go around because there might be a couple of guards with the gravedigger out front. Or he might not be working since the power's out. But we're going to have to move carefully. Because I don't want to be shooting up anyone who's not shooting at me. And I'd rather not have a lot of people shooting at me. I guess I don't want to be shooting a lot of innocent civilians, even if they think that shooting at me is the right decision. Spoiler alert, it's never the right decision. Okay, so they're still working out there. Gonna sneak around to this side. Taste the freedom with Spicer's Choice, now with extra added artificial ingredients at no extra cost. Boy, that sounds like a deal. Yeah, here's the church right here. That's awesome. Oh, it's like built into the wall. Take that model spaceship. Enter the town again. There's 2 residents up there. I don't know if they even care that I'm here. But I'm... Alright, there's a whole bunch over there that have something going on. You know what? We're just gonna... Oh, looks like it still has power. Hey, Vicar.
I'll meet you on the ship when you're ready to depart
Damn it.
from Emerald
Okay.
Vale. Captain.
Okay. Thompson is inside. That's sealed from this side. I probably could have opened it from the outside, but let's see if we can figure out a way in there without going in the front door. So, like, I'm curious to hear what they're all talking about, but I also have a sneaking suspicion that if I show my head there, it's gonna get removed. So I'd rather not do that. But that said, I don't see any other ways in, so I guess we're gonna put this away and just saunter up like, oh my god, what happened? What happened to the lights? There's an entry over there.
Is Reed hiding in there? Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns. and remains committed to guiding Edgewater into prosperity.
Okay. So I can go in this way. Huh. Let's head up to Mr. Thompson's office. Like, as long as he's not in there, and we can appear to wander around here with impunity. What's the chat, my dudes? Where is Mr. Thompson's office? Hold up. Oh, no, yeah, okay. Cannery, but up.
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger. Foreman Granger, mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Yes, Foreman Granger. So, how do I get up to Mr. Thompson's office? That's sealed. Stuff's all sealed due to lockdown. Okay. Ooh. There's a box. Oh, that's stealing. We don't do that. We don't do that here. Well, I guess we're gonna head down then. Okay. Reed Thompson.
You want to know what gets my bile churning?
Oh, tell me all about your bile.
Disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Excuse me. If there's one thing that I've learned from empowerment, it's that I don't owe you an explanation.
You're right. I put the fate of our town in the hands of some feckless transient. This is my fault. And all Edgewater's paying for my mistake. Whatever
You've
you
made
were
a
hoping
lot
to
of
find
mistakes that
out
they're
there, I
paying for.
advise you
This
to
is
turn
just the
around
last
and leave.
one.
I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
I definitely did that last time I was here. Okay. I'm leaving. Maybe we'll hunt you down later. Who's ready to cause some mayhem? Oh, God, that was not what I meant to do. Cover my back. I know there's another one coming up. Honey, you gotta cover us better than that.
That's the last of them.
Oh, honey! So, you just went ham on Mr. Thompson. I saw you just jump up and down with him with your big smashy hammer, and that made me frankly very happy. Do you feel better? Because he was treating you like a jerk. He's a jerk and he was treating you bad. And now you feel better. Yeah? Okay. Oh. Anything on the sprats? Nope. Alright, there was another body up here. Let's go up and check that. Maybe now she can come in and take over Edgewater. I just needed to clear it out for her. No, because we sent the power over to the gardens. Alright. Oh, I'm surprised he came running back in after all that. If I'd known it was Thompson, I might have helped her put a bullet or two in his head myself. But as it is, I think it worked that he didn't. Or that I didn't. So, I bet the constable's gonna come for me, and if I was better with words, then I'd be able to talk my way out of it. But I'm not, so I can't. Let's put that away. Don't mind me. Just sprinting to get back to my ship.